Remember this girl in red? 10 years ago during the Winter Olympics in Sochi, the entire country and millions of viewers worldwide were captivated by Yulia Lipnitskaya, the 15-year-old figure skater in the red coat, whose performance became an iconic moment of those Olympics. Her routine left the audience breathless. Yulia didn't just masterfully execute complex elements. She brought to life a profound and dramatic character on the ice, both touching and mesmerizing. She rightfully earned her Olympic gold. The young skater from Yekaterinburg burst into the sports world, not just as a champion, but as a true sensation. Even Vladimir Putin applauded her, embracing her before the nation. And the photo of that moment spread across newspapers and magazines. Yulia was hailed as a rising star, a symbol of Russian strength and talent. Yet few knew then the price she had to pay for her victory. Why did she have to end her career? What is she doing now? Why did she separate from her husband? And who is the father of her second child? Watch our video to learn more. Lipnitskaya started skating at the age of 4, and although no one could have predicted she would become an Olympic champion, it was clear from the beginning that she stood out among her peers. An old video shows a young but already thoughtful Yulia expressing her dream of becoming a great figure skater. Her mother, Yulia Lipnitskaya, was her unwavering support, dedicating all her energy and time to Yulia's development. Raising her daughter alone, Daniela believed in her talent and moved to Moscow to provide better training opportunities when coaches recognized Yulia's potential. In Moscow, renowned coach Yekaterinburg Tutberidze noticed Yulia and helped her shine, teaching her the most difficult jumps and elements. By the age of 15, Yulia had achieved what every athlete dreams of, reaching the pinnacle of her career by winning at the Olympic Games. However, as time would show, this fame became an unbearable burden for her. Soon after her triumph, the young skater began to face serious struggles. She rapidly matured, and her body no longer fit the strict standards of figure skating, impacting her mental well-being. She had to adhere to extreme diets to maintain the childlike physique required for competition, with each attempt to manage her weight becoming increasingly difficult. Constant breakdowns and a relentless battle with weight began to destroy her from the inside, exacerbating her fears and insecurities. Her relationship with Tutberidze also started to deteriorate. People expected more victories, more triumphs from Yulia, but she could no longer endure the physical or psychological pressure. The situation worsened with public scrutiny. The attention around her name became suffocating, with people even impersonating her father on TV, which forced Yulia to threaten legal action. All of this became too much for a 15-year-old girl who had to take a break from her career due to a spinal injury. After exhausting training and strict diets, her health deteriorated, leading her to undergo treatment for an eating disorder at a European clinic where her mother sent her. After several months of recovery, she returned a changed person, now a young woman with a mature figure and a determination to start a new chapter in life. At the age of 19, Yulia Lipnitskaya officially announced her retirement from competitive sports. The news surprised and saddened her fans, as Yulia had become a symbol of youthful talent, strength, and beauty on the ice. However, she made this decision with poise and a sense of accomplishment. Despite her brief yet incredibly intense career, she had reached heights that many never attain and left the sport with her head held high, knowing she had nothing left to prove to herself or her audience. Yulia had always been aware that fame and attention were foreign to her nature. The world of public life was more burdensome than enjoyable. She never sought a glamorous lifestyle, preferring simplicity and solitude. After leaving the sport, Lipnitskaya finally had the rare opportunity to live the life of an ordinary young woman. She could focus on personal relationships and family. During her years training under Yekaterinburg Tutberidze, she had met figure skater Vladislav Tarasenko, who became not just a friend but a pillar of support. Though Vladislav did not have Yulia's level of achievements, he was by her side during her toughest moments, helping her navigate conflicts with her coach, cope with setbacks, and offering constant encouragement. They grew close and eventually decided to live together in Moscow, building a relationship based on love and respect. In 2020, at the age of 22, Yulia became a mother. Her daughter, Catalina, was born, bringing joy with her energy and curiosity. Motherhood made Yulia more confident and serene, and she relished her new role, no longer aspiring to return to elite sports. Instead, she took up coaching, sharing her extensive experience with future generations of skaters. Her training sessions are in demand throughout Russia, and she is often invited to teach in Japan, where she remains a beloved and respected figure. In the fall of 2022, Vladislav was drafted into the army to participate in a special military operation. He completed his training and was assigned as a grenadier. During his rare leaves, Yulia and Catalina eagerly awaited his return. During this challenging period, Yulia found support from renowned Olympic champion Evgeny Plushenko, who offered her work in his ice projects. As Cinderella, she returned to the ice, dazzling audiences with her extraordinary skating, and joined the coaching team at the Plushenko Figure Skating Academy, where she mentored young talents. In October 2024, Yulia gave birth to a son, but it turned out that Vladislav Tarasenko was not the father. Later, it was revealed that the father was choreographer and coach Dmitry Mikhailov, with whom Yulia had skated in the Cinderella ice show. Online users were quick to criticize Yulia, accusing her of infidelity and having an affair while her husband was at the front. However, the reality was more complicated. Dmitry Mikhailov clarified everything, publicly stating, "Yes, Yulia and I are married. For both of us, this is our first marriage. We recently welcomed our wonderful child, and we are genuinely happy. We would have shared this news when we felt it was the right time. When ready, we will happily introduce you to our son." Thus, Dmitry made it clear that Yulia was never officially married to Vladislav, the father of her first child. Yulia has not disclosed the reasons for her separation from Vladislav. She married Dmitry in June 2024 while she was pregnant. Yulia prefers to keep her personal life private. She has deleted all photos of Vladislav from her social media. While she previously shared photos and videos with her daughter quite openly, she has stopped posting recently, perhaps out of fear of criticism. It's possible that she is waiting for things to settle down. After all, she's under no obligation to explain herself to others. This is her life, and if she ever feels it's necessary, she will share details about the changes in her personal life.